Hi everyone, in the previous session we have discussed about operations and expressions and a simple real-time example on operations and expressions, and we have gone through the basic building blocks of operations and expressions, and we have learned about what is an operation and what is an expression, and we have discussed only about the two operators, that is arithmetic and relational operators in Python. Without any further delay, let us learn about logical operators in Python. So basically, the logical operator in Python indicates the multiple conditions to make decisions. For example, if we have like this condition 1 and we have condition 2 as well. So where we have more than one condition, then we will say it as a multiple conditions. At this time we will use logical operators in Python. So it basically have only two values as an output. One is true and the other is false. This logical operator contains three. One is AND, logical AND, logical OR, and logical NOT. For suppose if we want to perform AND operation between these two conditions, we will write AND in between these two conditions. What the Python basically do is, when the both conditions are true, then it will print the result as a true. It means the condition 1 needs to be true and condition 2 also needs to be true. In that case, we will get true as an output. For suppose if any one of the condition, for example, if condition 2 is false, then the output will be false, which means the both condition 1 and condition 2 must be true in logical when we are using the logical operators. Coming to the logical OR, when we are using the logical OR, we will write as condition 1 or condition 2, where any one of the condition needs to be true. There is no rule that both the condition needs to be true. If any one of the condition is true, then it prints the output as true. And if any one of the condition, for example, if the condition 2 is false and the condition 1 is true, then the output will be true. Then the output will be true for the logical OR operator in Python. And coming to the logical NOT, where when we are using the condition 1 is true, it gives me the output as false. It means it prints the opposite to my value. It means if my value is true, it gives me the output as false. If the output is false, then it gives me true for logical NOT. Okay. Now let us have a practical session on logical operators in Python. So I'll move with a new file, new Jupyter notebook file for logical operations. So first we will have a large heading like logical operations in Python, where we have AND, OR and NOT as a logical values. So let us have a value like for suppose we need to consider three variables, like for suppose a1 equal to 20, b1 equal to 90 and c1 equal to 34, where we will use end condition Like it means if a1 is greater than, it means b1 is greater than 90. That is one condition that we will use. b1 is greater than a1, it means 90 greater than 20, and we will see like a1 is less than c1. In this case, it will give me the output as true, because here the b1, it means nothing but 90 is greater than 90 is greater than 20, which is true in this case, and here a1 is nothing but 20 less than 34, which is also true. In this case, if both the conditions are true, then the output will be true. For suppose if I change this condition a bit, let's see how it gives me false. Let's see if I say a1 is greater than c1, where 20 is not greater than 34, where it gives me the output as false in this case. So if I use the same code for operation or logical operator or, it prints me true, because 90 is greater than 20, that is true. That is true in this case, and even though the, okay, let me change it, a1 is greater than, so in that case also it gives me true, where 20 is not greater than 34, but it gives me true because the b1 is greater than a1, so at least one condition is becoming true, so it gives me output as true. For suppose if we consider logical NOT for this case, where we will use NOT, okay, logical NOT will be represented as NOT. Now it will give me as an output as false, because the condition is true here. Already we have seen the condition is true here, the same code I am using for it, and I am applying the logical NOT, so it is giving me false. For suppose we will have some another example for logical NOT, for suppose w equal to 67 and y equal to 78. For suppose print, if I say not w is less than y, where it is true in this case, it means 67 is less than 78, which is true in our case, but it will give me false as an output. This is about the logical operators in Python. So for bigger words, we need to run shift enter. So coming back to our presentation, this is about logical operators and a sample practical session on it. And coming to the next operators, that is nothing but the assignment operators in Python, where it is useful for updating the values in Python. So how we will update these values in Python with the help of operators, that is the main question here. So assignment operator is represented with the equal to, as you can see the image clearly. Assignment operator indicates equal to, means assign means equal to. So whenever we want to change the value or update the value. So we will use assignment operator with the arithmetic operators, nothing but addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, floor division, a remainder and exponential too, and we will place before the assignment operator in order to update the value. So let me change here. So here we can see a plus equal to b. Here we are adding, what does it indicate? It means a plus equal to b indicates that we are telling the Python that is a equal to a plus b, means add a plus b and store the result in a itself. Okay, this is the shorthand write of assignment operator when we want to write in a big one. So we will represent it as a equal to a plus b. In the same way it is applicable for the other operators also. For suppose in case if I write a asterisk equal to, sorry, for suppose if we consider a minus equal to b, this is a shorthand. So if we convert this into longer one, so that is a equal to a minus b in Python. So in this way we will change the values. It means nothing but we will update the values in the Python. So let us have a practical session on the assignment operators right now. So let us have a markdown now, and here we will type it as assignment operators in Python, and if we run it, so let us consider some value as p equal to 105 and b equal to, sorry, actually it is a markdown where it just prints and does not perform any mathematical operation. For suppose p equal to 105 and b equal to some 3. So where I want to update my value, p equal to, first we will see the bigger one, bigger line, where p equal to p plus b. So just print the result as p. Now if we run this, it is showing me 108. For suppose if I write p plus equal to b, in that case also it will show me, okay, I haven't printed, so let me print. Okay, so already it is added here with 108. For suppose I again reassign the values with 200, b equal to 3, then the value will be 203. Okay, in this way we can update the value with the help of addition. This is nothing but the addition assignment operator in Python. In the same way we can also apply subtraction assignment too, or else we can write like this: p equal to p minus b. In both the cases it can print output. Now it prints me the output as 200 as I am subtracting, 200, 203, which is updated above 203, 203. So my result will be 200. It means again I'll get my original 200. For suppose if I want to multiply, then I'll use P into asterisk into B, and if I print it, I'll get 600 as my output. For suppose if I take another variable like G equal to 100 and L equal to 5, where I want to update my value G divided equal to L, where 100 is divided by 5 and that result is stored in G. So for longhand, G equal to G divided by L, this is the longer one. For shorter one, we will use G divided by L, then my output will be 20.0. In the same way, we can use for modulo operator also. And print the G, where my G value is updated with the remainder, means 100 is divided by 5, where my remainder will be 0. So the remainder is 0.0. And coming to the first, suppose if we go with the exponential, where we have L value as 90 and I want to power it with 2, 90 power 2, and store the value in the L. So I will use double asterisk equal to F. So print L. So 90 power 2, which will give me the value 8100. In this way, it means 900 into 900. This is the exponential assignment operator in Python. So this is the practical session on assignment operators in Python. That's it for the today's session. In the upcoming sessions, we have two operators, that is nothing but membership and identity operators in the upcoming sessions, and conditional statements. Okay, this is Gayatri from Learning and Expertise signing off.